Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 109.
Mario, it's me, it's Mario. Don't believe it. Get out of here. Your stay sucks. I got a brochure for you, and for you, and for you.
What I miss? What I miss?
Red B. Lama. He got owned. You know, Mario never really tweets. He does that Santana Moss. What? That he tweets that religiously.
Right.
And we'll get there and we'll talk about it more. But before we do, what's going on, boys? Hey, Scoop, what's wrong with your voice?
I'm a little under the weather. I'm all right.
Damn, you're like you could do nights on a smooth jazz station right now.
I could.
Hey, everybody.
Who wants to be a part of this tonight?
Do me a favor. Just say this. Take off your panties.
Take off your panties.
Welcome.
Slowly.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's the love zone.
Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Wow. We're just going to do this for the next hour. We're just going to we're going to listen to smooth jazz and let them take it away.
What else do you need me to talk about, boys?
There ain't nothing else to talk about, man. All right, so let's talk about a couple of before we get into the fun.
Hold on a second, Jenners.
Stuff.
Jenners, that was so fucking good, man. That was so well done. So well done. So well done.
Orange Bowl boys after dark boys.
That wasn't at all planned either. I don't know how he did that shit.
No, he's got it on. That's why he's the GOAT. He is the EP master.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, so let's start off with some of our social media stuff. So first, I put out the tweet. And listen, man, and I've seen like 3 or 4 of them now. 24/7, ESPN, all the way too early preseason rankings are coming out. And I mean, everyone's got Miami anywhere from like 12 to 24. And so I just took a screenshot and I tweeted out and I'm like, listen, man, for once, can we just finish the season ranked? Because that's kind of the recurring theme here. Preseason every year, we're ranked. Coming off a 5-7 season, ranked. Coming off a 7-5 season, ranked. But we never finish ranked.
You know, Mario, he recruits so well. He gives the University of Miami the SEC bias. Like, that's how well the guy recruits. The SEC, Texas A&M could go 4-8. They get a really good recruiting class, and they're number 3 in the country. We saw it.
It's true.
We saw it because it just means more. Mario recruits like he's in the SEC, and they give him the love. And I agree with you, Toast, because I'm like, no, stop. We've seen this. I don't
care.
I don't want to see this. Like this. I don't want to see us preseason ranked. I want to see us ranked at the end of the day. I want to Chris Fowler curse, reverse Chris Fowler's curse saying Miami hasn't played any meaningful ball in November and December. I want to see us ranked after November and December. Please.
Yeah.
Good job, Ollie.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, listen,
You're
dude,
right.
The
You're
worst
right.
part about it, though.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid. Everybody out there wants to drink the Kool-Aid.
Well,
everybody wants a part of it. I saw Cam Ward top. I think he was number 8 on the preseason Heisman watch list. Great.
Yeah.
Great. It's all great. It's all fucking rainbows and unicorns, man.
And you saw the 24/7 like transfer portal, like quarterback. You saw Cam Ward wasn't actually 1 or 2 on the list. He was a little further down. I believe he's 4. 3?
He was 4. He was actually behind DJ also, which I found.
And who was 2?
Tyler was 2. But I'm more surprised by behind DJ, to be quite honest with you. But
whatever.
Not surprised.
Listen, all of it right now is just it's just click fodder right now.
Yeah, I mean, we have nothing to talk about. They have nothing to talk or write about.
But the worst part is that you now have Kane fans like, oh no, man, we're too low. Or, no, man, wait, we should be higher than that. Like, what are you talking? What? Like, really? Okay. I mean,
what's the opposite of Kool-Aid?
Oof.
Like cyanide.
Yeah, it's like I can't even at that point. If you're saying the University of Miami, if
Oh my God, I got it, bro. No, I got a great story about GHB.
Oh, beautiful. Yes. Yeah, I saw this would be good.
I know this story. Anyways,
this ends in a felony.
It does not.
It didn't for her. It didn't for her.
It does end up in a funny.
Okay.
I'll tell at some point tonight.
Okay.
Jenners, get me back to that at some point.
All right, noted.
Okay.
Also, this ends in a felony.
Does not.
Early leader for title of the show.
I love it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even put that together. Well done.
But yeah, at this point, I think still just some of the animosity towards Tyler. I responded to it. I said, just wish the kid luck and move on. Like if the kid is second on the rankings,
they can't.
I do want to tell everybody though, when you look at the actual numbers, okay, when you look at the actual numbers in terms of like QBR, some accuracy things, they're neck and neck. It is not a huge discrepancy. So when they come out and say Tyler's the second, biggest portal get for Wisconsin, he's got numbers to back it up. He just had a horrible stretch of protecting the football. Minus that, there's no debate. He could be the second portal quarterback that they
I think we need to have a discussion on the pod, maybe a new pod rule, that we have an alternate word or name for Tyler. So we're not saying that name over and over again all the time. So I think it triggers people. So we have to have like a nickname
safe
for
word
him or something. Like a safe word when you're
Tyler
saying
safe word.
And it doesn't get to be anything close. It can be a totally random word. But that's like, Tyler Van Dyke moving forward.
I feel like we are like, the OBBPD. And you're sending me to sensitivity training. You're sending me to de-escalation training.
He is.
Before we get it to the point where we're pulling
he wants you to stop saying
guns on each other.
Yeah.
And we are getting the altercation to that level. We need to use delicate, scoop voice, interject it right now.
What do you need?
Say, calm down, people.
Calm down, people. It's all good.
And we'll refer to him now as the former quarterback.
Okay. It's just the former quarterback. Fuck my life. So here's what I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Cam behind this line. Right? He got sacked like 97 times last year, even with his escapability.
That's almost 1 million.
Yeah, almost 1 million. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I don't know. This is what I'm not sure about because I didn't see a whole lot of it. How great he is in the pocket. Because you really didn't see much of it. A lot of his stuff was on the move. A lot of his stuff had to be on the move because he couldn't stay where he was. So interesting.
I've seen him make some throws in the pocket that, look damn good.
You would hope he's obviously capable. I'm just saying, how comfortable is he there?
I'm going to put an OC hat on, and I'm going to give Shannon some advice. If it looks a little sluggish again, maybe the first couple games because he's in the pocket and you're giving him all the time in the world, just tell your right guard, right tackle, hey, forget the block on this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, get to the second level. Don't even worry about that guy.
And let Cam do Cam things.
Yeah, maybe that's the best way to go.
You like the fact that when it's not clean, he has the ability to improvise. So give him chances to improvise. Just tell your right guard to take the play off. You're good, Bo. You're good, Boo.
I think he's going to be great in the pocket, and I think he's going to be great with a lot of time. As you said, he was basically running for the entire season last year.
Yeah.
And I just think that he's at this stage. He's not a young quarterback. He's an older dude. I just think that he is going to excel. I think he's been dreaming about having a line like this. Honestly, like all last year, just dreaming about having an amazing line to play. What would I do behind an amazing line? Oh, my God. And now he's going to have one, and I think he's going to be ready for it.
I do too.
One thing that gives me a lot of hope. Puff Daddy, baby.
Well, of course.
Puff.
Yes. Signed to Kane's connection.
I know. I got our shirts for him. I got it. It just hit me. The former quarterback, we kind of got a little catchphrase for him, and then we totally got that usurped by a lawyer. But we'll call it Puff Pass.
Oh my God. I love it. We need t-shirts with that one.
Pass the doji to the left-hand side. Pass the doji to the left.
If you have puff pass and it's Sebastian like bogarting the joint. Oh my God. Like, bro. I'm gonna need a pirated Sebastian logo and just add, yeah. Rudy can arrest me. What can I say? I mean, yeah.
we get Sebastian to just have maybe his eyes are a little bit more glassy,
a little bit red. Yeah, a little bloodshot eyes there.
We're not
a little squintier.
Yeah,
maybe in one of his
it only has to be
in one of his
30%.
hands a scrambled up bag of Doritos.
30% different than the original, and it's not an issue.
Well, they're perfect.
So we need to come up with a 30% deviation from Sebastian.
Okay.
Puff.
I think from like the waist down, like the feet can be like clown shoes,
He can be in Naked Attraction.
There you go.
Anybody watch it?
No.
You idiot. How do you not watch
because I forgot about it, and there's other shows on that I've been watching. I fell into a different show that I
don't need you to watch it. I need you to glance at it for 30 seconds so we can follow up on the conversation.
I don't want to see penis.
Neither does your wife, but it doesn't stop her.
Penis.
And I honestly don't know how you're going to choose between those two show titles right there.
And here we are. We're off running. Hey, we mentioned it. We teased it.
We got 3/4 of the show left.
We teased it in the open, but Mr. Mario tweeting out, throwing some shade to a guy that needs a lot of shade. By the way, he needs a lot of shade to cover that guy.
Hold on.
All right, so let's get you up to scoop. So here's what happened.
Okay.
So Kane's connection.
Go to Mario.
Well, I guess you can just go to Mario, and this would be a tweet that he did on the 11th of February, so a few days ago. So there was a tweet from Kane's Connection that they had signed Marquise Lightfoot to a deal, and Brett Bielema, a little bit pissed off that two guys from Illinois, right, where he's the head coach of Illinois, went to Miami. So he reposted it and said, "Yes, please send me a brochure. Would love to see how this works." And then Mario goes ahead and sends out a tweet of a screenshot of the 2024 top football recruits in Illinois and says, "My kind of brochure."
He did.
It's spectacular.
Oh my God, that's really good.
When he tweeted that, I see that, what's that gif of Manny Diaz, what you see is him running, streaking down the sideline, right? And he gets that like Mentos commercial face. For me, when Mario tweets that, it's the Mario where he's like this, like pounding his fist. He was pounding his fist after he did that tweet. He was so proud of himself. And we're proud of you too. We're proud of you too, Mario.
For me, the minute he hit post or tweet or what the fuck it's called, it was just a big ass smile. He was like, yeah.
All right, can we talk about the most important part of this story since we mentioned Brett?
It's really fun.
Bert, what was his name?
Brett Bielema.
How in the world did Brett Bielema pull off that wife? Have you seen her?
No, I don't pay
He
attention.
makes good money, man.
Bro, she's good. She's nice on the eyes.
Now I gotta Google his wife.
And there is no way, dude. There is no way. None.
Let's see.
Yeah, just
Oh, damn. Yeah.
exactly. Oh, exactly. You gave yes.
I mean, listen, bro. Dude's been making millions of dollars for the last 15 years. I mean, I'm just saying he's very. And listen, and when she was with him at Wisconsin, he wasn't nearly as fat. So that also, she has stuck with him as he's put on 75 pounds.
75.
Listen, what is she? Where's she going?
At this point, I'm pretty sure he could stay fat and she'll take half of the rest.
Yeah, right.
She can make him skinny in other ways. Listen, to each their own. I don't want to disrupt that marriage, but
my wife likes a fatty.
You brought it up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. You brought it up.
And I'm not as skinny as I was in my wedding day too. So let's be honest.
Just saying. God, bro, you're throwing fucking rocks at a glass house, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, but he's a lot fatter than us.
But I appreciate you pointing out the spouse there. Yeah. Oh, there's a profile shot. That is a large man boob. Like that is wow.
He's got bigger boobs
than
than
Illinois. Her. Like no, 100%. No, he could wear her bras. Yeah, he'd be busting out.
Yeah. He needs to go into Ozempic.
He's Meatloaf in Fight Club.
No, he ate
Bob.
meatloaf. He ate meatloaf from Fight Club. Whatever. All right, never mind. So sorry,
Right.
sorry, we totally digressed
How
into
did
fat
we end
shame.
up here?
Bielema.
Let's go to let's switch gears. Let's focus put the focus on Indianapolis, where the NFL Combine is going to take place, and I believe we got 5 Canes that have been invited.
Yeah.
LT, Javion, Matt Lee, Kinchins, and James Williams. Right, so that's 1,
2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. You
Okay.
name 5.
There you go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Who
go.
do you think comes out of that? Which of those 5 has the biggest bump coming out of that? Do you think that who are they talking about the most of those 5 coming out of the combine? Who showed out?
I know.
The linebacker?
Williams. James Williams. 1,000%.
Okay.
Leonard Taylor.
All right.
No.
I was all right. I
He's
was going to say Javion Cohen.
Nah, not really.
Listen, Javion Cohen. So this is the
I
question.
think he might
for
be
me.
the top guard in the draft, maybe.
Javion Cohen, to me, if he goes in the first round, surprises no one. Right? That wasn't the question. I think Javion Cohen's fine. I think James Williams upped his draft status enough. I don't see James potentially going in the first round. Now, James could have did such a good job going maybe second, third round. Second round, I would say James Williams is potential steal because how well he plays a game, can play multiple positions. He can change a defense if you use him right. I just think Leonard Taylor is a dude that off the glance and, being hurt, being injured, whatever, you're like, okay, maybe this guy is like, 4th round, maybe 5th. I think he goes as high as the 2nd. And I think he probably has the potential for the biggest jump. And that I thought was the question. So I think that's the guy for me. Cam's going to be late 1st, 2nd. No way in the 3rd. No way in the 3rd. So, and Matt Lee, he's a stud.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice. Look, it's nice to see the talent there.
And it's good for the offensive line. Not that Mario needs the help, but you're going to have Lee drafted. You're going to have Cohen drafted. And that's, 1-year rentals, but he gets him into the league. And it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt, better said, that you have some draft experts saying, what Cohen put on film was much better than he did the year before. So the proof is in the pudding. So offensive, not that Mario needs help getting offensive linemen, but it is good for him.
I think we actually got the crystal ball for the top center in the country.
Again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our trenches are going to look good. Now, if we could go ahead and now we got a new running back coach. Hey, let's go. Comes from my my spirit animal. He
Go
was
Bulls.
co-OC over there too. So run game coordinator. I kind of like where that's looking. That's some infusion. So start to pick up some of that.
Yeah, if we could just take all the offensive coaches from USF, we'd be woo. Go, baby.
If you would have hired Alex Golish instead of Shannon Dawson, you would have had.
Yeah,
10,
I mean, but he obviously
Tennessee's
but he got a head coaching gig,
Right.
rightfully so.
After that year, instead of going to Tennessee, if you would have had Miami, he got hired after that 1 year in Tennessee. I'm just saying we would have had that kind of a year. Yeah. Alex Golish is a stud, and look at what he's doing at USF. So I'm happy with that pickup. Hey, another staff move because it happened the day after our pod came out. Alonzo Highsmith's gone.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots.
Yeah.
We wish him well.
Yeah,
of course
go
we do.
Pats. Go Pats.
We wish him well.
Of course we
I
do.
Wish anybody well. Wherever Zoe is, I wish him well.
Did you see the Barry Jackson tweet, though?
No.
Yeah.
So Barry essentially he inferred
he said-
Mario's track record of being difficult to work with, as he kind of threw that out there as, a couple coaches went back to where they were, and then Alonzo went back to.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure it's all that. I think it's more of the fact that potentially what speculative scoop, what the job title or what the job he thought he was getting turned into, not sure it was the same as maybe he thought it was going to be. I think it's more that than conflicting with Mario. I just don't think.
And if you're a man with that talent and you've done it at the NFL level, his passion to come back was to help his alma mater because it was in a bad place.
Right.
But if you don't feel like you're being utilized to the best of your abilities, it makes sense. Go back to the NFL where you have those abilities and you can shine those abilities.
All good.
Wish you well.
Absolutely. 24/7. did a little Valentine's Day thing. They had their 2024 college football sweetheart rankings. I
Oh,
don't know if you saw this.
no.
Miami made the list. There's 10 teams. So this is basically position group strengths of a team. So number 1 was the Texas offensive arsenal. Number 2, Ohio State's running back room. Number 3, Michigan's interior defensive line strength. Number 4, pick your Ole Miss wide receiver poison. Number 5, Ohio State's lockdown corners at Ohio State. 6 was Georgia's crowd at safety. Colorado's skill players. LSU's front 7 revamp. Oregon's multi-year quarterback plan at quarterback. And then Miami's big physical offensive line.
Hey, not surprised.
It's what he's supposed to be known for, so it's good that it's being recognized.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, Cam Ward's going to love that fucking line. Like, come on.
If we're going to do this right, though, however, we just got to peg one more. That sounded bad. We have to peg one more of those groups. Like, we have to be included in one more of those groups. We have the offensive line, and I know the defensive line is probably the next one to step up. But me personally, I would like to see offensive line, and like you just alluded to, the quarterback, right? Offensive line and the running back, offensive line and the wide receiver room. We need to get that skill positions because we got to be known for points. I love the fact we're known for physical, and if you want to say the precipice and pushing beyond starts with the good foundational base of being physical with the offensive line, I'm all for it. You did it. Great job. You're known for it. You're a sweetheart. Cool. And now go get us the playmakers. Well, I'd rather have
it's fucking our quarterback room now has a multi-year plan in place. And it's a plan that could even get blown up when Luke Nichols shows up. He could blow the whole goddamn thing up out of the water. But right now, there is a multi-year quarterback plan and procession in place at the University of Miami. And in each year, it involves a quarterback competition between at least 2 guys, possibly 3. So I love that, to be in that position. That's the position you want to be in. You want to have, it's the most important position on the field. It's got to be the most competitive position on the roster, in my opinion. You got to have competition.
Let me flip that question just a little bit. All right. So they gave us a sweetheart position group.
Yep.
I'm not going to ask like what's the weakest position group in that, but which group are you the most upset about that it's not included in the sweetheart deal? Which one are you like, man, I wish Miami would be known for X? Which one?
Georgia crowded safety.
Okay, so you would like to have the crowded safety problem that Georgia has. It's not a problem.
Well, I just think that we're safety U. I just think our lineage of safeties is second to none. And I believe I believe we should be a pipeline school for safeties. I really do.
Okay. Scoopy.
Well, maybe we are.
And I think we might. Listen, we got Zaquan coming in. And absolutely.
Plenty of dudes there.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I believe just based on history, that would be the thing. Like, I think, if people say tight end you, whatever. I mean, I appreciate that as well. But I love safeties, bro. I just love, ever since Ronnie Lott, even though you can't play like that anymore.
Scoopy. No.
The funny thing is, like, we were safety U, right? You look at the safeties. Do we mention linebackers?
Yeah, I know. Well, listen, there's a lot of pros. Look at the Super Bowl. I mean, Miami number 1 in most points scored in Super Bowl and players on the list and everything. So it's, we've got that lineage.
If you look back at our linebackers, our linebacker room, if you want to call them top to bottom compared to our safeties top to bottom, linebackers are deeper.
Yeah, no, 100% bullwhip. I mean, I'm like
stupid. Did you just say bullwhip?
I was fucking.
What did he just do? What did he do?
I'm not completely sober. I was fucking.
What did he just
running over Bullware? Peter Bullware, fucking asshole.
What happened?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. For me, I think I'm the most upset at we can't get that sweetheart position at wide receiver. Now I know Xavier Restrepo's that dude had over 1,000 yards, but then I think about his potential in the draft. It's 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, if we're being honest. Okay. I mean, because of the style of wide receiver he is, and you don't see that style of wide receiver going typically high in the draft, correct? So I think the world of Xavier. I'm not trying to poo-poo on that. But where's that first round? Where's that Marvin Harrison Jr. type guy at the University of Miami? Where's
I don't know. You
that
said
guy?
2-3 weeks ago you were happy with our wide receivers.
But that was the question. I'm happy with the group that
And
we
I'm
have
like-
because, I'm happy with the group because Xavier coming back did that. I think I know what Jacoby George could do if he stays on the field. But neither of those two, eventually I want the sweetheart deal. Like, we are known for that. We
haven't had one since Andre, and he just went to the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. So
he's
we
the
need
last
that
one we
guy.
had, so that's 20 years.
I mean, when are we going to be known for that? It's just that
Look,
I need that to be.
I get it. Listen, used to be known as wide receivers between the playmaker and between Reggie and just everybody. I mean, shit, dude, there's a long line there. Lamar.
So we need that dude.
Hmm.
You know what?
You
else
are
we
right,
need?
Scoop, because you look at the entire roster of just the all-time Hurricane roster, and it's just littered with all-time greats. You can basically have a Hall of Famer at every position.
Yeah. Well, you do.
You
You
do.
legitimately do.
Maybe not at every offensive line position. But you've got McKinney.
Well, whatever. Just call it offensive lineman.
Yeah.
You've
But
got
you've
an
got one at
offensive
every
lineman.
position.
You've got plenty of defensive linemen.
Yeah. No cornerback.
No corner.
Nope. So no cornerback.
No corner. No.
But everything else. No fullback, but that's
Do
not
we?
really a position anymore.
Well, Jim Kelly's in. Tight ends, yes.
Mhm.
Wide receivers, yes. Safeties, yes. Linebackers, yes.
Just
Kick
Special teams.
returners, yes.
Yes, there you go.
name me another college team that's got one in just for kick return.
Dude, and how about this, dude? You're never
Only
going to see
corner.
special teamers get in ever again because
No.
they've removed that from the game.
Correct.
So Devin was
Yeah,
basically it. The only other one would be Mel Ford? What was his name? But Devin's the guy.
Steve
He's gonna be
Tasker?
the only one ever. Steve Tasker, maybe. But he wasn't a return guy more as just that fucker would return
specialist.
punts. And it was the tackling, dude, being
Yeah,
down
yeah,
to
yeah.
first at the end of the field every time.
Yeah. Don Beebe.
Don Beebe, the helmet.
Yeah.
He had the John Olerud helmet.
He did. I think he told it. So the only
Olerud.
position
What a
we
reference.
don't
John
have,
Olerud's helmet.
the only position we don't have a Hall of Famer is corner.
Yeah.
Do we have anyone that might get in?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
No one even
Damn.
close, unfortunately.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of secondary corners, hey, congratulations to Deion Bush with his second
Yeah.
Super
Right.
Bowl ring.
Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa. And how about Feliciano? Hold on.
Oh, I
So
saw
hang on
that.
a second. So he called. So wait. Let's let me find it so we get this right because I forgot about this. But he called out a teammate, right, for missing the block on 3rd and 4.
He called somebody out, and
Are
things
you
Yeah.
got
serious?
chippy.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. And
Like
then he got
beyond
fucking
chippy.
yeah. And then he got people started firing back at him. Oh yeah, Jalen Carter. Okay, yeah. All right, so here's what. All right, so hold on. Let's fucking find out exactly what happened here. So basically, there's a couple of different things. So why is Jalen Carter making alleged death threats against Jonathan Feliciano?
Yeah. When I said chippy, beyond chippy, death threats.
Yeah. All
Are you
right.
serious?
So yeah. So hold on a second. So Carter posted
They're
on
the
his
same team?
Instagram
I thought
story.
Jalen Carter was on
He's on the Eagles.
the Eagles, right?
Yeah. So Carter posted on his Instagram stories Tuesday and wrote the San Francisco 49ers offensive lineman Jonathan Feliciano used Carter's involvement in a January 2023 car crash that killed a Georgia Bulldogs teammate as a form of trash talk when the two teams met during Week 13's matchup in Philadelphia. However, Feliciano took to social media to share his side, writing that he made those comments to Carter in response to death threats the Eagles defensive tackle made towards Feliciano and his family during the game. Quote, dude told me he was going to murder me and my kids would never see me again 3 times because I was laughing at him after getting a flag. I said, I believe you. You got a body. Then he continued for weeks posting my fam reaching out to my friends. So this is like crazy. And then Feliciano apparently drunk called out one of his teammates for missing a block in the Super Bowl. And now his teammates are pissed at him.
Mongo.
Holy Jesus!
I mean,
dude.
his nickname is Mongo.
Yes.
That sounds like Mongo behavior. That is all Mongo.
Yes. Mhm.
We claim him. He's
Well,
one
listen,
of ours.
dude. Like, with all due respect to Jalen Carter, did you not think that in the trenches someone was going to bring that whole thing up for trash talk? Like, whether it's like, I mean, come on, dude. Like, you can't be threatening to murder someone's family.
And listen, quick comeback on his part. All bets are off once you cross that line.
Right.
You just said you're going to murder me. My kids are never going to see me again. And then he says, yeah, I believe you. You already have a body count. Okay.
So now let me ask you this, Ro. Did Feliciano in the other story, did he break a locker room rule?
He did on 2. I forgive him on 1. I feel like Carter crossed that line, and the initial death threat was to him. And he
I don't think
up,
no. I'm just talking about the calling out your teammate.
Right. Yeah, you don't call out your teammate. I mean, being drunk,
Well,
whatever. You lost the
Super
Bowl. You lost the Super Bowl. You're a little upset. I got it. But, just say that thing in the air into the universe and let it dissipate to whatever. But you don't say it on social media.
But is he back on the Niners next year?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, then there you go.
I think
he's been in the league for a while, bro.
He's been signing 1-year deals for a number of years now. So I'm not surprised. And it's funny. He gets deep. He was on the Bills.
You know what?
Right, for a short period.
Yeah, we need to get him
49ers. Like he's been balling.
We need to reach out to him.
Yeah, that would
need to get him on this offseason. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Mongo Feliciano. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Just watch the Super Bowl. What'd you think?
I don't know. We can talk about our friends.
We can do that too. Yeah, I want to talk about them first. That's probably a good idea.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Good idea.
The proud title sponsor of the Orange Bowl Boys. Their first year doing this as the title sponsor. You see the big old B on that scoop head? It is
Bange.
Paul Bange Roofing. Give Paul a call.
And Paul.
981 roof. 981 roof. The roof is leaking. You don't need to call anybody else. Just give Paul a call. That's it. Blue tarp season. Listen, another cold front came through. Before it did, there was some rain. Things are starting to leak like an old lady. Like, you don't need that happening. Okay? You don't need that. Nobody needs that in their life. So you have to have a good friend on call. And there's no better friend to call during blue tarp season
than Paul.
Paul Bange Roofing. Bange. I'm going on a flight tomorrow morning early, boys. I got to wake up at 4:30. So I appreciate us coming on a little bit early today. Going to go to Kansas City. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to be blasting some Motown. But before I went, I had to Manscape it up. I'm not going to be in that plane for a few hours with sweaty balls. Do you have sweaty balls? I don't have sweaty balls because I Manscaped. So I'm going to be tight like a tiger. And we're good. We're totally good. Manscaped. Promo code OBB gets you additional percentage off. Yes.
You ever shave any shapes?
20%.
It's Valentine's. There's a heart in it.
Is it? You shaved a heart into it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
There you go. A little heart, a little tuft of hair, the little heart. Nice. That's classy. That's classy.
Yep. And then if the cards are all played right, then I have an arrow go right through the heart. Or in front of it. Yeah, it depends on the direction.
Wow.
Hit it, Scoop.
Please tell me we got some. Oh, hey, isn't Tiger playing golf this weekend?
Welcome to late night oldies. This is the oldies of the Jazz.
Oh my God.
Tiger
played. Missed it already.
Tiger played. Shot 72.
Okay.
Had a nice shank on 18.
Well, that's nice.
Shanked it.
How about Novak?
Way to go, Shankopotamus.
Novak is not in the Genesis.
Even with his top 10 last week?
No.
Fuckers.
Did not get into the Genesis. But last week at Waste Management, that place.
Dude. They're going to have to pull it back a little bit.
That place has crossed the line.
It has crossed the line.
They have officially crossed the line.
Hey, listen, it took them 15 years, but they finally crossed the line.
It has become.
Wait a second. What's the is that a tour event? The waste
management tour event. It's a waste management tour event.
But it's basically the frat party event.
But it's a frat party.
Oh,
It's
so it's like
insane,
Happy
bro.
Gilmore. At first,
it
I'm
is,
like,
yes.
listen, I would pay a lot of money if they did this all around like some like trash heaps and stuff like that. That would be some fun golf. I'm like, all right, look at that huge bunker off in the distance. I'm like, the waste management. I'm like, what are we doing here?
So it's perennially it's like the most fun on tour, right? They've got the stadium hole in 16 where it's everything's built around the hole. It's a par 3. You get a hole in one, everybody throws their beer under the green. Like it's a shit show.
Yeah.
But it was really bad this year. They had to cut off alcohol sales on Saturday. The fire marshals had to stop people from like they couldn't control anything.
Well, and also because it had rained, so it was muddy, and so you couldn't walk on the grass as much. So everyone had to be on the cart paths, and then people start doing slip and slides on the. I was just.
And Novak said that, like, if you didn't see a few people with like at least one side of them completely covered in mud per hole, like you thought you had left the tournament. Like it was a total disaster. Not for Novak. Novak ended up leading, tied for lead after the second round, I think. And
don't talk to Zach Johnson about it though.
One back going into the final round. Our boy finishes in 8th.
Listen, dude, it was bullshit. The way they did it with the rain delays, like it was such a fucking shit show. Just in terms of how they were doing. Yeah, but you got people teeing off on their 4th round. Other guys haven't finished their 2nd round. It was insane.
It was the only way you get it done.
Yeah, just
only way you get it done. Anyway, Novak T8. It's a big fucking week for him. Congrats,
dude. He is so paying for golf next time.
Yeah.
We talked about
that's
balls.
a big ass paycheck, isn't it? Dude, like a top 10, that had to be.
Yeah, I think it's like 250,
a quarter mil.
260.
Fucking there you go, dude. Some nice props to you, Novak.
And you want a big paycheck? I know where you can get a big paycheck.
BTB. BTB, beating the book.
Yeah.
As we sit here now, this is on, this is Thursday night. You'll hear it tomorrow, so it'll be too late for you anyway. But we are 5 out of 6 legs in a 6-bet parlay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 5-leg parlay. We're 4 clear. So NHL, he's killing it. Back at the Genesis this week. So excited to see how that plays out. He was up at Waste Management last week. And look, guys, I mean, he does it every week. But you guys, you got to play the NHL. You got to play soccer, still killing it. Golf's back.
And he's doing live stuff now.
We're going to
also
be getting into March. He's doing some live stuff.
Doing some live stuff.
Going to be getting into March, and we have March Madness.
All the tournaments. Oh my God.
Really exciting time. And then we're right back around to football.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Canes probably not going to be taking part in any that tournament. But,
no, they're not very good.
Just not getting it done. Lost to 17, but to Clemson, just not good. Not good.
They scored 38 the other night, though. Is that good?
Yeah, I got you. No, I got you. I'm just saying
it seems like they're an every other year team with Jim Larinaga.
Well, they were the lead.
I know the FBI.
4.
I know they got decimated by the FBI that one year, and we didn't have a particularly good team, and then we rebounded. We made the Final 4, and then this year you go from the Final 4 to the NIT because that's what it's looking like at this point. And next year could be a really good year again. It just seems like that's kind of like the cyclical nature. But hey, we're a basketball school. We'll take it. At least they're good every other year. I'll take it. Baseball starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
At the Light. They have a new JD Arteaga milkshake. Apparently, this thing's really good. And their season tickets, not bad. Not bad. You can get season tickets for the year. Really reasonable. Reach out to the Canes ticket office if you're close to the Light. Even if you're not close to the Light, it's a good time for everybody. Go grab yourself a shake. Say hello to the Miami Maniac. 4-time winners of the World Series. New era begins. We'll be following along. We got some baseball fans over here. We got some Canes over here. Woo,
yeah, we do. All right. So, Super Bowl. Halftime show. We're all musical people. We all appreciate a good show. What were your thoughts on Usher?
Better than last year.
Did you think it was better than last year?
I did.
What?
You thought it was Rihanna last year, right?
No, last year was Dre.
Last year was it was the hip hop.
Oh yeah, with Dre.
Yeah,
2 years ago was like Rihanna.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Didn't even compare to last year. Like, stop it. It's like
I thought it was still good.
I thought it was good.
I thought
it was good.
What'd you say? Toast?
I thought it was good. I think he's a great performer. He's a great dancer. I liked that he just came out and just did a show. It wasn't so much about all the other shit. But I mean, I don't think it was good as last year, but I don't think he has the catalog that they had last year to choose from. It was great seeing Chris come out there and her out there. So that I dug it. I thought it was a cool show. I thought it was good. I had no issues with it.
Yeah, Ludacris comes out there too.
Yeah, look, Luda and Lil Jon. I mean, look, I thought everybody other than Usher was really good. I'm not an Usher guy. You can dance. I don't think he can. He can't sing very well. So
in the party I was at, the girls liked it when he took the shirt off.
Sure, and he got on his roller skates. By all means,
the roller skates, that was cool.
Hey, the fact that he can roller skate that well, that was the best part of his show. That takes talent.
Hey, and the girl guitar player, she was pretty talented.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. She's great.
That's fine. She's
second best solo since Prince.
Christ's sake, that wasn't.
I'll give it to her.
You know that, right?
Sure it was. Huh? I saw her fingers; they were moving just fine. She was note for note, buddy.
Did not play that live.
Note.
So
her note.
Yeah, I thought the show was great. I don't think Usher's that talented. And people want to compare him to Michael. Like
he's the second best dancer to Michael.
Fuck out of here.
No, well,
sure, but everyone like there's a lot of people that think he's better.
It's a huge
knock it off.
Yeah,
who says he's better than Michael?
No, he's second.
What? He's better at what?
Michael can actually sing. Dancing. There's the difference. Michael,
what did they say he's better?
Usher can't sing with a shit,
bro. I yesterday, as a matter of fact, just going home in the car, and I showed my kids the original video of Michael Jackson's Bad. You want to see how great of a dancer is? Go back and watch that video. You'll see how great that guy is a dancer, and then go back and watch Usher's halftime show. It's not even close. I say he's the second best dancer to Michael. He's got some moves, especially in his prime. The whole necklace thing, that was super, super, super cool. But Mike's Mike, and it's by a far margin. Michael
Jackson's the greatest male entertainer of the last 100 years and of the next 100 years.
Yeah, it's not even close. You have to go back and watch so you can go ahead and do it. And the range that Michael had, he's
catalog
not the
of music, bro. Did Michael ever do a Super Bowl halftime show? He had to have, right?
Michael did the first Super Bowl halftime show.
Was it the first one?
Really?
Yeah, because it was 1990 or 91 or 92 in living color. Did a halftime show, and this is when the Super Bowl was still doing parades and bands and all that shit.
Gotcha. And I know that Miami Sound Machine did one. Awesome. Gloria Estefan did one. It was in L.A. or at the Rose Bowl, and it was light out.
Oh.
Yeah, back in the day.
And you want to talk about a catalog. What does she have? One song? Yeah, I mean,
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Especially back then, when it was just Miami Sound Machine. It was basically one song.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Hey, well, she's an alumni, so we own her too.
All right. We have
we'll take credit.
Jenners, I think we have some audio. So did you guys know this is the first time the Super Bowl ever did a secondary broadcast? And it was done on Nickelodeon for the children's. Mm-hmm. They've been doing the games during the regular season, a couple of them, but this was the first Super Bowl they did, and we have some of who was in the booth. It was the dude from the former wide receiver Burleson, right?
Yeah, it was Nate Burleson with Noah Eagle calling the game.
Oh, Ian Eagle's kid.
Yeah.
Oh, Nepo
and then
baby,
they
beautiful.
And then they had Tom Kenny, who voices SpongeBob.
Jesus.
And the guy who voices Patrick Star
fucking
from
phenomenal.
SpongeBob.
Okay, let's
go with the Christian McCaffrey fumble in the first half. You're going to hear Noah Eagle call it, and then you're going to hear SpongeBob and Patrick decide to pile on for some reason.
Who's got it?
You have to firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it.
George Karlaftis jumped on it, and the Chiefs have the ball.
You have to firmly grasp it.
Have to firmly grasp it. Oh my god.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
And then for some reason they had Dora the Explorer popping up throughout the game to explain the penalties as they were being called. So here's Dora the Explorer explaining holding calls.
Holding is the illegal grabbing of a player who is not in possession of the football in order to gain an advantage. Both offensive or defensive players can be called for holding. Say it with us. Players no holding.
Players no holding.
It's not true if you're a Hurricane, though.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
They don't call it against you.
All right, one more stupid one. This was
I have a client. One of my clients. I was going to say my client's wife, but she's also my client. Is the voice for Dora and Friends.
Oh, nice.
Hey. All right, one more. Dora explaining a false start to everybody.
False start is when an offensive player illegally moves after lining up for, but prior to the snap. Where are we going? Back 5 yards.
Oh.
Why? Because it's a penalty.
Man.
Man.
That's Allah.
That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Bruce.
I love
Man.
that.
I will say, thank God I don't have kids. If I had to watch a Super Bowl with that whole thing, I would have shot myself.
Hey, listen, let's be
That's
honest.
really good, though.
If Dora was over here in the States, we would call on her parents DCF, because who lets their kid go unsupervised into a rainforest? Let's just like,
Oh my Lord.
Hey, Dora, you're fine. Nothing to kill you out there. Just go with your pet monkey. Everything will be fine, Dora. Oh my goodness. Hey, speaking
You
of,
have to firmly grasp it.
Yeah.
Firmly grasp it.
But you know
That's
who
what
doesn't
she
need to
said.
firmly grasp his coach, and that's Travis Kelce. I thought he looked like a
Oh.
complete douche. A complete douche. To which I made a comment online. Listen, I understand that you're a competitor, but you know what seemed to bother me the most? It's because, and I love the rebuttal, but he's a competitor, and he said after the game that he was fine with it. Now, listen, I don't care if he said he was fine with it. He just won a Super Bowl. He's fine with anything at that moment. Travis Kelce could have just spat right in his face, right? It didn't matter. You won a Super Bowl. Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. Listen, he doesn't have to prove anything to you, Neanderthal. At that moment, that's what you're acting like. You can't control your emotions. It's gotten the best of you, and you're sitting there bumping your coach. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with even yelling. Like, just say, hey, man, give me the ball. You're a competitor. I got it. Just keep your hands off your coach, especially that one. Because what does he do at the end of the game? Gives you the drive of your life, gets you another Super Bowl, gets you laid that night with Taylor Swift. He called every one of those plays, calls the right play to win the Super Bowl, and you don't have enough faith in that guy earlier on in the game that he can't get it figured out. I don't have to prove anything to you. Bro, if I was a younger coach, I would have punched him in his face. Like,
oh my
don't
God,
touch me.
oh my God. Really? Really? Come on, dude.
Yes.
It was the Super Bowl. It was an emotional moment.
Don't
They were
care.
getting their ass kicked, and he knows if they lose that game, that girl in the skybox is writing a whole fucking album about it and dumping his ass. So they needed to turn shit around fast, and he needed to let the coach know that. And he apologized. He said it was a bad look, that he wished he didn't do it. So, I mean, bro, his emotions got the best out of him. He had a quick, come on, let's not just Neanderthal. Like,
Neanderthal.
Yes.
No, that's exactly what he.
oh,
If you think he's anything other than a Neanderthal, you're not paying attention.
oh, dude, like oh my
Neanderthal.
God, the faux outrage
He
because
is
he
as
got in his
No, it
coach's
has
face.
not to do with that.
It's not faux outrage for me.
I've
I
seen
just
it
don't cross
prior.
that line.
He is a legit Neanderthal. He's just
Oh my God. Have you listened to the podcast? Have you listened to the podcast?
I mean, what?
Have you listened to the podcast?
Huh?
Have you listened to the podcast?
He's a douche.
Okay. You don't have to like him,
100%.
dude, but I mean, he's not a fucking idiot Neanderthal.
To me, it was just
I
simple.
disagree.
It's
Okay.
not full outrage for me. I'm okay with him even yelling. Toast. I was fine. If you want to,
He could have yelled "Viva Las Vegas" at Andy.
No problem. No problem. Hey, come on,
Or
Andy.
you
get
got
your
to
head out of
fight.
this.
You got to fight for your right.
Just keep your hands off him, dude. Just that's and he apologized. It was a very bad luck. That's
Oh
all.
my God, it was a moment. I can't believe people are so fucking pissy about it.
Yeah,
We are
but-
so soft.
But is it hypocritical though? No, listen.
Knocked Andy Reid off his
Oh
fucking
my
feet.
God,
Andy-
he didn't about knock him off.
Andy
his
got
feet.
surprised. You can tell Andy was surprised.
No,
He was like
He was
startled.
surprised. Yes, he was startled 100%. He didn't almost fall.
And he's one plaque rupture away from a triple bypass. So let's be
Right.
honest.
He is a lot
I mean,
closer
I'm
to
surprised
falling
that
than
he
you
didn't
think
retire
is.
at the end of the game. I thought he was
Yeah.
going to retire.
I'd
Yeah.
have retired when Kelsey bumped into me.
Well, you can't retire then. You're losing.
Yeah,
Why
but
just
he's a
give the
work
reins to
point winner.
Kelsey? Kelsey knows
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Yeah.
All I know
Throw
is
him
I
the
won
ball.
my first quarter square because I had
Squares?
0-0.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's amazing. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Got your money back. You
All right,
put
boys,
that.
what else you wanna talk
You
about?
placed that bet with BTB though. You told me so good.
Scoop has a GHB story.
Oh my God, you do have a GHB story.
I do.
And then we got 5 questions.
I was in Los Angeles
Year?
with some year. Ooh,
Yesteryear.
1998.
All right. It sounds about GHB time. Yeah, that's the era.
I would go with 98.
It's the last time I remember seeing GHB around.
Yeah, I'd go with 98.
Late 90s. So
we're in Los Angeles. I'm with some friends, some of my Pompano boys. Probably the worst place to be is in LA with my boys from Pompano. And anyway, so yeah. So it was a night out. We got on the guest list at some place called, I remember the name of it. It's called Barfly. And it was in Hollywood. So we ended up going into this place. And obviously we had hit a little bit of whatever that stuff was on the way before we went in. Mm-hmm. And this place was nuts, dude. I mean, there was celebrities everywhere. So we were in there hanging out, the whole thing. I'm going to make this story very short. We saw Goldberg in there. Saw a number of people in there. So I'm in the bathroom. I'm taking a piss. And Mark Wahlberg walks up and he stands next to me at the urinal. And he's rummaging around and he's wasted, right? So he's in all his pockets. And this was in 98. So this wasn't like, today.
Right.
And he pulls out a big bag of weed out of his pocket.
And this is the Mark Wahlberg that we all just saw in the Super Bowl doing the prayer, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And he says, "Those aren't my keys." And he puts them back in his pocket. And I go, "Not your keys." He goes, "Not my keys." And that was it. I finished pissing, I washed my hands, and walked out.
All right, I got a good weed celebrity story for you. You guys may have heard this one. I'm not sure. Was Snoop Dogg at the theater?
No.
All right. So back in the day, around that same window of time, late 90s, the theater at Oakland Park Boulevard in US 1 across from Baja Beach Club.
Oh, shit.
And it was dude, that was
like a Baja Beach Club story.
Bro, we used to
I won't tell those.
Yeah. Well, I got stories about that place too, but we'll leave those for a different podcast. But the theater story, so we're sitting there. It's back in the day for Zeta. We were there all the time. And so I was friends with the owners and the managers and everything. And they would have concerts there. Saw Green Day there, a bunch of different Silverchair. And then one day they got Snoop to come. So the guys that owned it, a little sketchy from time to time. But anyways, Snoop comes in. And apparently the fee that Snoop thought he was going to be paid was not the fee that they had. They had 10 grand for him. And I'm in the office as this is going down, okay? And he's like, yeah, it was supposed to be like something like 35 or 40 grand. They have 10 grand. Well, Snoop, you're here, dude. The place is packed, this and that. And they're like, one of the owners like, here, he throws him an ounce of weed. I'll throw this on top of the 10 grand. And Snoop grabs the bag of weed, opens it up, sniffs it, closes up. He's like, I'll give you 5 minutes. And he goes out there with his crew. They do one fucking song. Takes the wireless mics that he had that are each like fucking like $5 grand a piece. And at the end of the 5 minutes, toss them into the crowd and walks the fuck out with 10 grand and an ounce of weed for 5 minutes work.
Hey, man has to have
That was a
principles.
happy crowd too after that happened.
What song was it at least? Did he? I'm curious.
Yeah, please tell me it was at least gin and juice.
Right.
Had to be.
Right?
Fucking balls, bro.
That's crazy.
You also have this
story.
You also have this Howie Mandel audio if you want to play that.
You guys see this?
I saw it.
All right, so let's.
There's no way that's real.
It has to be a setup, bro. But let's play.
I think
this
it's
is Howie
real.
Mandel and having Dana White on his podcast.
Why would he even show up? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
All right, so there's gaps of silence in the middle here. You got to wait for the producer to try and segue out of it. All right, hang tight.
Okay.
Here we go.
An amazing businessman. You are an inspiration. You are a philosopher. The way you do business, the way you conduct your business and your friendships and media is I'm jealous. But Dana, I can't thank you enough for being here.
Thank you for all the kind words. I appreciate it. I am so fucking tired of doing podcasts. I'm literally done with them. I'm not doing any more podcasts.
Hang tight. Wait for it.
We have
there comes the producer trying to transition out.
I think it's real. You know, I know some of Dana White's like philosophies and everything like that, very of conservative nature, very, patriotic, Trump supporter. And Howie Mandel is not that. And I personally think it's real. I think that Dana just felt like he was being facetious and he just bolted. So that's my personal opinion. It sounds like it could be a setup, but if they're still not, because I don't see a lot of Howie Mandel at the front row of UFC fights. I mean,
you think that Dana thought Howie was being facetious about the intro?
I don't know. I just don't think, he's a shrewd businessman, right? He's a shrewd businessman. And it's all about relationships with him and marketing and everything like that. At that point, if you're walking out on Howie Mandel, you think he has no viable stock in what you're about to do. He ranks nowhere on your index of marketability and interest, and he gives you no net worth, and you're fine walking out on him. Because you wouldn't do that to a potential ad buyer. You wouldn't do that to somebody that's more favorable to what you believe in. I think it's real. Personally, I think it's real. That's just me.
I don't. As someone that grew up doing bits on the radio, Jenners, tell them what happened here. Jenners, you nailed it before.
Happened. Dana White was in the building, and Howie said, "Hey, can you jump on the podcast? We'll do an interview." And he's like, "Dude, I'm literally walking out the door." And he went, "All right, well then come in the studio. I'll introduce you. You tell me you don't want to do the interview, and you walk out. It'll be great." And
here's exactly what fucking happened.
Which is a shrewd business move. So it's one or the other.
Here we are.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense to me.
All right, everything I just said, I take it back. I'm an idiot.
No, now listen. Now, to Roe's angle.
Winners wins.
The first time that I heard it, I can see where Roe's coming from. Where Dana White thinks, "Wow, this is a lot of compliments. I'm about to get a left hook across the fucking chin."
I thought that when I watched it the first time.
Yeah.
I thought I don't disagree with you, Roe. I completely thought the same thing. I thought he was looking at him going, I don't know. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of fluff.
Yeah, it's a lot of ass kissing.
And then he goes, "I appreciate the kind words." But
I'm
with
the fuck
you.
out
But then
of here.
I'm like, but why would he even show up?
Yeah.
So Jenners wins 100%. That's what happened.
Gotcha.
Well done.
So.
Well done.
All right.
They
5
know
questions.
how. See, Ro, we don't know how these things work in radio.
5 questions. No,
that's not even radio. But
we don't even know how it works in
podcasting. Question.
5 questions.
5 questions. What class in high school was the most pointless class to exist?
Well, say that again. I'm sorry.
What class in high school was the most pointless class to exist?
Home economics.
See, I was going to say the same thing.
100%.
Home ec. Man, you had home ec. What the fuck are you doing at home ec? Washing dishes?
I learned how to sew an eagle, a stuffed eagle.
There you go. What are we doing here?
For me, followed closely by woodshop. Only because the only thing we ever did woodshop was make birdhouses.
Woodshop's great.
Right.
Have you seen the video of the girl who's in woodshop and she's trying to saw through this board, and she's like this far from the bottom, but it's a handsaw, and she's just going at it, and it says, "Does anyone want to tell her?" Right. So the top of the handsaw had hit the top of the board, so she couldn't go any further, and she's just going to town, wondering why she can't get to the bottom of the board.
Do they still have it?
Yeah, why not?
Now I'll tell you.
I don't think
metal shop was cool as hell because that had welding.
Sure. Yeah, you get welding. Wood shop, I think. I tell you, I love woodworking stuff, so I don't think that's bad.
I thought calculus was a waste of time because I was literally in that class thinking I'm never going to use this stuff. And I was pretty much right. So calculus for me. What are you exceptionally bad at?
Gift giving.
That is so fucking good. I wish I took
man.
that one.
I'm a terrible gift giver, man. It took us a long time to get to where we are in this 25-year relationship that Steph and I have. And that was the one thing. And finally she realized he just sucks at it. Like, I don't intentionally do it poorly. but I suck at it. So for a number of years, I get a list.
I would take that.
I fucking love a list. A list is the best thing to get.
And I tried for. I'm like,
now it's easy too because
you just tell me
Amazon wish list. You just tell them to periodically update that, and then you just like literally peg off their list. That's the second time we use the word peg. You pick off that list. You don't peg that list. You pick off on that list, and next thing you know, you're good. You're good, Scoop. For me, I'm gonna have a sports answer and then a me answer. The sports answer, I'm terrible at golf. You guys know this because I don't golf with you guys. I'm exceptionally bad at that. Last 2 times I've swung a driver, I snapped both of them. Scoop can attest to that. and I'm really, really bad at accepting compliments. I don't like them.
Huh.
Okay.
I'm not.
I know you're the lead singer.
He's fueled by compliments.
Yeah, Fuel. Good band. Shimmer.
It's Fuel, baby.
Fuel. And by the way, "Oh, Hold Me Now, I Feel Contagious." I always thought that was one of the greatest, rock lyrics.
Line.
"Hold me now, I feel contagious."
Yeah,
cool.
I got a fever.
Toasty, Jenners.
For me, it is just overall video games in general. I fucking suck at them and just wish I was so much better at them, and I'm just ass. And you'd think I'd be better because I've spent a lot of time sucking.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you'd be better than that.
I'm hyper aware of mine. Remembering people's names.
Oh, yeah.
I am exceptionally bad at that.
I mean, do you repeat it when you're introduced to somebody? Do you just say
I try.
Jim?
Yeah.
As he's still talking, you're just like, this fucking guy's name is Jim.
Jim. Yeah. And it's still.
Then they ask you a question and you weren't listening.
Yeah, because then I meet Larry,
you're too busy trying to remember.
And I forget about Jim, and I'm like,
no, I'm awful with names. I've just given up. I've just given up. I thrown in the towel.
Terrible.
Like anywhere we go, there should be name tags.
Question number 3. If we
hold on. So Jim Jenners. So what's your go-to? You got to have that. Hey, what's up, dude? Or is it what do you call them if you don't know the name? Like, what is that generic term you're using?
I'm trying to think of what my crutch is because I'm sure.
What is the crutch? What is the crutch?
It's probably like man. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Mine's Bud.
Yeah. What's up, big guy?
Boss. Hey, boss. What's up? Hey, boss. Good to see you.
There is a good trick that I use in like settings.
Okay.
So if I can't remember somebody's name, I'll bring somebody over with me that I know, obviously, and I'll be like, this is Bill.
Yes.
And then I don't say anything, and he's like, oh, hey, my name's Jim.
That's why I bring Jen places.
Knew it. Jim.
Because Jen knows.
That's why I bring Jen places. Yes.
So she can reintroduce herself to people who you've forgotten.
Because I don't know their name anymore. It's the worst, dude, when she's like, oh my God, you've met that person 17 times over the last 15 years. I'm like,
those are the ones that kill me.
Yeah, it's like once a year I see that person. I don't remember their name.
Toast, I want to take the guilt off you. Okay? No, let's not go here, buddy. If you can't remember this person after 17 tries, they're not worth remembering.
I mean, bro.
That's not your fault.
Or you problem than a me problem.
That's not your fault.
100%.
Yes.
You're giving nothing memorable to think about you.
Yeah.
If you're in your 70s and you're forgetting everybody, then that means it's dementia and you're fucked because Rusty's not going to visit.
I'm not going to come see you.
No.
We've established this. Okay. Let's drop the vocabulary and the vernacular there on that one. Let's just, he's not coming to visit you.
That's not true. The 3 of us are going to come and throw darts at you.
All right, a little fun question for us at question 3. If we paired sodas with foods the same way we pair alcohol with foods, what soda would you pair with foods?
Oh. Well, so let me just start here because I am definitely drinking more high fructose corn syrup than all of you, I'm thinking. I would say that there is a complete selection of wonderful flavored sodas. And I'm not even going to go with like the high craft sodas. You can just go with the different selections of Fanta flavors and pair those. I will tell you that orange Fanta in fried chicken, fucking winning combination right off the bat, especially Publix fried chicken. Just telling you right off the bat.
That's good.
Strawberry Fanta also can be paired with some stuff. There's a wide.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I would say I would do orange Fanta and vanilla ice cream.
I was going to say sun-kissed and vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's
Creamsicle,
as a dessert.
baby.
That is a dessert pairing. I think that
there isn't much better than a good creamsicle.
No,
but
creamsicle's phenomenal.
So that's my dessert pairing. I think for the regular food pairing, for some reason, you get me like a little pasta with like some clams, some linguine with clam sauce. I think that's really good with a Sprite.
I was going to say, 7-Up.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't say Sprite. 7-Up popped into my head. Sprite's so much better than 7-Up.
Yeah, Sprite with a linguine and clam sauce.
Hey, so what's the new? I don't drink soda, but what's that new soda? The citrus soda from the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
You didn't see that commercial?
I guess I missed that one.
I saw it, but I don't remember what it was called.
Well, they did a great job. That was
Again,
$7
worth
well
remembering.
spent.
It was a good commercial, actually.
Well spent.
That it wasn't worth remembering. And Toast don't need to feel guilty about that one either.
Nope.
That's their bad.
But we do. I forgot. We do have to bring up. We have to have a moment of silence. We lost an OBB icon this past week.
Oh yeah.
And we need to throw some respect and all that at him. So hang on a second. Let me just make sure I get his name right.
Jim. Oh, sorry.
What? Hang on a second. Oh, there we go. Show prep. All right, ladies and gentlemen. William Post passed away at the age of 96. You know what Bill invented, Scoop? Pop-Tarts.
Yes.
And you know what his final words were on his deathbed?
Toaster
strudel.
I'm so good at this.
Oh my God.
96 years old, bro. So you know, Pop-Tarts has been an anytime snack with 1 billion in U.S. annual sales.
Incredible.
Every year, there's $1 billion worth of Pop-Tarts going off the shelves.
Amazing.
And there
Insane.
There was a fight. They were trying to make that like little Pop-Tarts thing popular between, I think, Kellogg's and then the other big brand. And the other big brand was set to announce, and something happened, and then Kellogg's and then Pop-Tarts. It was actually kind of fascinating, but Pop-Tarts wasn't the first original Pop-Tart design of it, but Pop-Tarts made it more popular, and then they kind of ran with it. So
just so you know, it was unfrosted initially. Icing was added a few years later, and he said it took him 1 day to perfect the formula of the icing so it would not melt in the toaster. And just for the record, his favorite one to eat is strawberry, and he would eat them cold.
Ugh, cold.
I can't remember the last time I put one in the toaster, bro. I always eat them cold.
Really?
Room temperature, right out of the box. Yep.
Pop-Tarts. It's like
I know.
Don't pop unless you put them in a toaster. That's the whole point.
Oh, they'll pop in your mouth.
Like, okay, all right.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Are we done? We got another question?
We got 2 more. That was 2
You got
more.
one more.
Oh, shit. Okay. One more.
Oh, we got one more?
One more.
All right. One more question. What is your biggest encounter with a Karen?
Oh,
Really I don't deal with human beings, Rose. I don't.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
You've
That's a
had
tough
to,
question
you've
for him.
had to deal with it.
I don't have kids. I don't have neighbors that I talk to. I don't have a yard that I work in.
No, you were in radio a long time. You dealt with a crotchety old woman.
Well, yeah, but that's not a.
That is your
but a
biggest
Karen is
encounter
a
with a Karen.
A Karen is someone that's like, let me see the manager sort of a thing.
Yeah, of course. Which is kind of my thing. So I'll go first.
Okay.
Please.
So I was in Dunkin' Donuts, right? And as a firefighter, we're not in the pecking order of cops. Cops are more known for donuts. Firefighters are right behind that. All right, let's be honest. We love donuts. We love coffee. We get it in the morning. And Raj, nice man, always nice man. And I want to talk about this Karen was giving him the business. When I mean giving him the business, she was like degrading him. Like, how could you do this? How do my God? Like on and on. And she started to sound like and drone out like the Snoopy teacher. All I kept hearing was wah, 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 on and on, to the point I finally looked at her around her face and I said, you can't talk to him that way. I can talk to him. The customer is always right. And I said it then, and I've always agreed with it then. I say, whoever said the customer was always right was a moron. You can't talk to him that way. And eventually she went on her way. But that was like the biggest encounter with the Karen. But there was another point where I picked this question. Okay. I'm going to get personal with you boys. I have a biological mom I've never said a word to. Yes. She took off.
Oh, correct.
Yes. That is
going here.
Mom,
okay.
Yeah. My mom is.
Did not see this turn coming.
My mom is Patricia. That is the person who raised me. It takes more to be a mom than anything like that. She raised me. Right. And somebody reached out to me on Twitter this week. Thank you very much. Happened to meet my mom. She's like, I'm a longtime listener of the OBB. And I'm like, cool beans. Cool story. That's my mom. That's who raised me. But the woman who gave birth to me, you know what her name is?
Jesus.
Well, it's Karen, obviously.
It's Karen. What a big irony twist. Take that, you bitch.
Jesus. All right. Wow. There's a lot we just unpacked there, man.
It's amazing. I was like, what is the chances that the most villain female name in probably the history of time, right? It's Karen, and that's you. Enjoy.
I was going to give you shit because that question was shit. But now that I see why you wanted to get there, I give you, but I got no answer for that, bro. Like that, but that was all you. Congratulations.
I win that one.
That's all you. Ro gets all the points.
I'm gonna clip this out for our pitch to BetterHelp.
Yeah, there you go.
To advertise on the show.
Hey, no, take that clip out and we'll send it to her for Mother's Day.
No, I'm fine. And it's like that. I've never missed a day in my life because I always had a mom who raised me, and I love you.
There you go, man.
And that's all that matters.
Whoever's there for you, that's what it's all about. Beautiful. Is that it? We got anything else?
Yeah, that's it. Apparently, that's 5 questions.
That is 5.
All right. So what are we?
You know what? I've got something.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
Oh boy.
No, this is
almost got away.
You almost did, but I'm going to put this out there to any medical professionals, not you, Ro. It's a very weird story, very enlightening story, actually. So, my daughter Mackenzie, who you guys know and the show knows about, obviously, has always been the pickiest eater, right? We've really, really, really struggled with her eating and what she'll eat. And it's a very, very small portion of things. She's almost 13. So we've given up. We gave up a couple of years ago. She can eat whatever the fuck she wants. And it is what it is. It's not all candy. She eats some things that are okay for her. But she is in science yesterday. This was yesterday. She's in science and they're doing some sort of, I don't know what they're doing. Something where they put they taste paper, right? They put different types of papers in their mouths and it's regular paper. And then it's paper with this chemical on it. And then it's paper with this chemical on it. And you go around the room and you're supposed to be able to taste the different papers, right? So she's got the regular paper and she's like, yeah, it tastes like paper. She shouldn't eat it. She just tastes it, right? So the next one is some sort of chemical. And everybody in the room, oh my God, it's so bitter. Oh my God. Right? Kenzie doesn't taste a thing. Give her the next one. Oh my God. So disgusting, right? Kenzie doesn't taste a thing. So I'm like, wait a fucking second here. What is going on? My light bulbs are just like bing, ding, 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 ding. In my head, I'm like, holy shit. So if we have any, and this also goes back to the fact that one day I drink some tequila from time to time. Kenzie says, I want to try. Sure. What's wrong with that? Nothing. No reaction whatsoever to the tequila. So, if there are any medical professionals out there who have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about, hit me up. I'd like to know.
So you need to hear from a tasteologist.
From a tasteologist.
Okay.
Because all of a sudden...
And it was non-alcoholic tequila. by no means would Scoop ever give his underage daughter a drink.
So
like that.
She was sitting at my dinner table. She can have a sip of tequila.
Have you guys during this whole experience of her life ever had a situation where you guys were all eating something and she had the same thing and she was like, I don't taste anything?
She's never said I don't taste it, but she doesn't like a lot of the same things that we like. Like I'll say, like, eat these two things together, or eat like watermelon all the time. We're like, I don't understand. How do you not like watermelon? It's like the sweetest fruit there is. And she's like, doesn't taste like anything.
Interesting. Wonder if her taste
so now I'm
very
like
sensitive.
So now I'm like, holy shit, she can't even taste the watermelon.
That's insane, bro. I'll be honest, man. I can if I couldn't taste a lot of stuff, I would not be nearly this fat.
It's true.
It's just dead serious.
It's true. Well, you know, Eric Dorman.
It's true.
Eric Dorman can't smell.
That
right?
could come in handy though.
So he can't taste
as well.
So he eats everything off texture.
Gotcha. Oh wow.
But Kenzie can smell.
Right.
I know, it's weird, bro. Like last night was like an epiphany sitting at the dinner table.
We is like, tasteologist an actual profession?
Crap.
Let's look it up.
Is there a person that tastes?
No, there's taste
testers.
buds. Yes. There's jobs of taste tests where they taste new products.
Well, no, but I know there's jobs of it. But is there like a doctor that addresses taste bud inadequacies?
I need one.
Ear, nose,
anybody knows?
Like, that's what I'm curious. Like, is that a specialty?
No, man.
I mean, ear, nose, and
throat. Is that wild? That's what I was thinking.
It's insane.
It's wild, right?
An otolaryngologist.
A what?
I mean, dude, it's ridiculous. Google it. OTOLARYNGOLOGIS. OTOLAR.
Yeah.
YNGOLOGIST. How the hell do you pronounce that?
Olatari, whatever. A medical specialty which is focused on the ear, nose, and throat.
Both taste and smell disorders are diagnosed by this person. Also referred to works also with an ENT. Yeah. The doctor of ear, nose, throat, head, and neck.
Oh my God. So there's one. Oh, wow. Here we go. Scoop. There's one in Plantation, part of the University of Miami Health System.
Okay. I wonder if he or she listens to the show.
And this one allows virtual visits, and it's a she.
Wonder if
I'm going to send you this link.
Okay, do that. Link. And another shout out. I don't know this person's name because it wasn't given his name, but I was at a golf event up in Ponte Vedra last week with a bunch of Sotheby's associates, and one of the guys I was paired with, says I live next door to. He lives in Amelia Island. So I live next door to a huge Canes fan, right? We were talking about the show and it was a blast. We had a blast. And so he texted me like 2 days later and he says, so I asked my neighbor, hey, you ever listen to the Orange Bowl boys? And his neighbor's response was often. I was like, that's pretty funny.
That is cool.
So shout out to both you boys, Hewlett and your neighbor.
All right, I just sent you a whole page of all the UM doctors that deal with this.
Appreciate that.
Nice. We'll get her tasting everything real fast.
We got to see that video too. All of a sudden, watermelon tastes like watermelon.
Right? Exactly.
For real,
watermelon.
right?
That's insane.
I know.
So can she not taste like ice cream is sweet?
She does. I don't know. She likes it.
Okay.
But I don't know how much she's tasting of it.
Right. Like,
or what it even tastes like.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
Nuts. And for us to find out like a part of probably what the issue is that way at age almost 13 is pretty wild.
13 years in.
Have either of you had any folks in your family that have poor taste bud
nope
inadequacies?
Nope. Not that I know of.
All right. Good. All right. What are you calling this thing?
Well, I have written down OBB After Dark from early in the show. This ends in a felony. Poff, pass. I wrote this down and I don't know why. I don't need to see penis.
That's not a good one.
And John Olerud's helmet. Which makes no sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
It's great.
Absolutely zero sense.
I mean, the correlation didn't even.
These are
make sense.
strong.
Right?
This might be the strongest week to choose from.
I
This
had a good
ends
week.
with a felony.
This ends with a felony, and John Olerud's helmet are
John
both
Olerud.
very
Puff
good.
Puff Pass is good too.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I don't need to see more penis. It makes me laugh. So
Oy.
this is strong. I mean, there's 3 serious contenders right now.
Yeah. I like this ends in a felony.
I'm gonna go. This ends with in a felony.
Let's do it.
I'll do John Olerud's helmet just to be the one naysayer.
That's stupid.
It ends in a felony.
All right. There you go.
Beautiful. All right, boys. As always, go Canes.
Yo,
Bang.
Damn.
I ain't got it.
Nice. I got you.
I ain't got
gotcha.
it. It ain't all great out there.
No.
And all great out there.